Hi there and welcome back. Today I'm doing my first ever book review and I'm going to talk about My Life as a White Trash Zombie by Diana Rowland. I was looking to do some zombie research for NaNoWriMo and this book came up on Audible. The title was really intriguing, the cover was really intriguing, and my friends on Twitter said that not only the book was great but the narration was really great as well. So I gave it a try and I absolutely loved this book. So it's the story of Angel Crawford. She wakes up in a hospital, she's told that she had an overdose, and although she can kind of remember being in a car crash, she thinks that it makes sense that she might have had an overdose, kind of. She is, by her own admission, a bit of a druggie and drinks a lot, and so she thinks, yeah, maybe that's a thing that happened. And then some weird stuff starts to happen. Some cops come in to question her, and she's really scared that they're going to talk to her about the drugs that she overdosed on because she's on probation and she's afraid of going back to jail. But in fact, it's about a body that was found without a head quite close to where she herself was found by the side of the road. And then, even weirder, she gets this anonymous letter, and the person who sent it said that they've got her a job with the coroner's office and she'd better take the job and keep it for at least a month, because if she doesn't, this person will inform her probation officer that there were drugs in her system when she was brought into hospital, and she'll be in deep trouble. She'll go back to prison, she'll probably die in there, and although she doesn't really know why she would die in prison, she definitely doesn't want to go back in there because it was really scary the first time. But when she goes to the job at the coroner's office, she finds out that it involves helping out with autopsies, and that far from being grossed out or scared of the dead bodies, she thinks that it kind of smells really nice, especially the brains, and she starts realizing that she has a craving for brains. And of course things go down from there, and Angel has to figure out what her new life is going to be with this job, being a zombie, what it all entails, and at the same time there's a mystery plot that runs through the whole novel about the headless bodies that are being found everywhere that the cops wanted to question her about at the beginning of the book. So there are a lot of things that I really liked about this book. One of them is how much it plays on our expectations. It says zombie in the title of the book. You will know that this is a zombie book when you pick it up, and you've got an opening scene in a hospital. The character wakes up after being in a coma or something, and that's just such a typical cliche opening of a zombie novel. But instead of finding out the world's been taken over by zombies, she just has this series of really unsettling little things that don't really make sense, and she only pieces it together later on in the book. I really love that this says straight up zombie in the title of the book, so even as she is piecing together the puzzle and figuring out what's going on, you're figuring it out just a few pages before she is. And of course it's great to see a beloved trope that's been arguably a bit overdone in the past few years, but treated in a really fresh and original way. Even if it weren't about zombies, this book would be amazing because Angel's character totally makes it. Angel has got a really great character arc. At the beginning of the book, she'll say it herself, she's a bit of a loser. She's dropped out of high school, she's got really shitty jobs, her dad drinks a lot, her on and off maybe not boyfriend is basically a bit of a loser too. She is on probation, she would like to get her life straight but she just can't get a break, and so for her becoming a zombie kind of is the break. So she spends the whole book not only figuring out how to navigate life as a zombie, but also how to turn her life around and make things better for herself. She's really proactive, and she is really smart from the beginning of the book, but throughout the novel she kind of realizes how smart she is and how much crap she's not going to take, and it's just really great to see her kind of get into her own in the way that you as a reader know that she deserves. The mystery plot in this book is also really great. Angel, through her job at the coroner's office, witnesses the development of the case where more and more bodies are being found where the head is not found along with the rest of the body. The police are kind of panicking and thinking, is it a serial killer case? What's going on? Angel has her own suspicions because if the head's missing, then the brain's missing. But when the resolution comes at the end of the book, you are still quite surprised. I saw some things coming, but not everything at all. At the end, it's obvious, but I couldn't have guessed it. It's a really, really great read, and the narration of the audiobook by Alison McLemore is absolutely spot on. She won an audio award for it. There is an audio sample on Audible that you can go and listen to if you would like. I'll put a link in the description below. I highly recommend this book, and if you've not listened to an audiobook before, I think this would be a great one to start with. This book has quite a bit of cussing in it. It's very creative cussing, so I thought it was great fun, but just be warned if that's not your cup of tea. I hope you enjoyed this review of My Life as a White Trash Zombie by Diana Rowland. Let me know in the comments if you've read this book, if you've enjoyed it, if you've got any other good zombie recommendations for me. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like or a share, and you can also subscribe for more coming soon. I've been Claire, thanks so much for watching, and see you soon.